Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings. Hey guys. Hello. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. We're gonna go ahead and kick this thing off with some free reads. Hello. Hey Liz. Hi Rupali. Rupali, I am getting a yes. It's going to require a team effort. So this involves more than one or two people. This is something that everyone is going to have to be on the same page about and collaborate on. But it does look like a good outcome, yes. Liz, I'm being shown a yes with the Knight of Wands, but the Devil also came out, so this could be strictly sexual, or it could be like lust at first sight or something like that. I don't know if it would go further, but that's kind of the energy that I'm touching on right now. Make sure you guys are posting the right emoji or keyword. Nyla, I am getting a yes. 4 of Wands. He's looking for a reunion, or he fantasizes about a reunion. You're welcome, Liz. If y'all want to figure out how to get yourself on the free list, all you have to do is read the description. There's a section there that explains how to get on the free list and what to do. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you're liking this video, as well as posting the correct emoji or keyword to get yourself added to the free list. You're welcome. Let's see. I am getting a yes. King of Cups, Alexandra. They felt that you were upset, that you were explaining yourself very well, that you were able to get your point across, but they were perceiving you to be upset. Michelle Ball, I am getting a no. 3 of Swords. I think you guys are moving on. Alex. Please make sure you guys are entering the correct emoji or keyword into the chat along with your question. Make sure you guys are liking the live stream. Alex, I am getting a yes. 3 of Cups. This is reunions and celebrations. Oh, James, thank you for the donation. I'll add you to the list right now. As always, I'm going to confirm the donation list shortly after the free list is closed. I am getting a yes. Ace of Cups, Haley. This is a positive outcome that you will like. Sag Girl, I am getting a yes. This is something that you're going to have to make sure that you make it happen. The 8 of Pentacles indicates like putting effort into something. So I feel like it's not just going to happen. You're not just going to spontaneously be able to make it work. You do have to put effort and possibly money into this to make it happen. But I am getting a yes. And by this month, I asked like over the next month from now, because this month, today's the last day of the month. So I did like within a month from now. Karen, I am getting a yes, the Emperor. The Emperor. So I feel like they're trying not to show much emotion. They are trying to be stoic and unattached, but they are feeling upset. And this is something that hasn't changed. Positive vibes. Hi. Thank you for asking. I'm doing well. Positive vibes. Positive vibes. Is this a yes or no, please? I am getting a no. 5 of Swords. You have to invest more into your channel. So either that's more consistency, maybe more variation, or adding something new that will bring interest. But I am getting a no, although this can change. The 7 of Pentacles here, along with the 5 of Swords, does indicate that you might be asking to reach that goal too soon. Sometimes the 7 of Pentacles can feel like we have some impatience, and it's very possible that Spirit is saying it will happen for you, but we have to wait the proper time. So, yeah, I think it's possible. I just don't think it's going to happen within 4 months without any changes. You're welcome, everyone. If you want to get on the free list, make sure you're entering the correct emoji or keyword into the chat. If you haven't had a chance to talk yet in the chat, just know that you have a 5-minute wait time if you're a new sub to me today. And if you haven't had your question answered, it might just be because you haven't entered the correct emoji or keyword. All the information on how to get on the free list is in the description. You just have to make sure that you're a subscriber, which most people are. Make sure you like this live stream to help boost my exposure, as well as enter the correct emoji or keyword into the chat. Svetlana, I am getting a yes. Is V going to contact me? I am getting a yes. I feel like with the Queen of Swords energy, they probably feel like you're not going to reach out to them, or that you are defensive or a bit guarded. So they probably feel the only way to communicate with you is for them to reach out to you themselves. So I am getting a yes. James, I am getting a yes, the Magician, which indicates this is something that you need to do yourself, as well as the Knight of Cups. Both of these cards came out at the same time, so getting together, the energy is good for you to do that. Nina Lopez, hello and welcome in. If you're a new sub today, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I hope you stay a while. Gina Lopez. Gina, I am getting a yes, Knight of Cups. So that he had a hard time regulating his emotions. Make sure you guys are following the instructions. In order to get a free question answered, you have to be a subscriber, which most people are. Make sure you're liking the live stream to help my exposure, as well as making sure that you're entering the correct emoji or keyword. You may still get your question answered even if you don't have the emoji or keyword, but you do risk your question being skipped if you don't have it, because I look for the emoji to answer your free question. Okay, guys? All right, Shelly. Shelly, so I feel like they would feel more comfortable if they had the place, you know, to themselves. I feel like they like having their space. I'm not sure if you're like living at home and your brother doesn't want you there anymore, if you're living with your brother, but it's showing like this level of like anti-socialness on your brother's part, wanting to kind of just have their own um place that feels good, that feels comfortable, where they can feel like at home and they can kind of disconnect. And so if there's a lot of people like around them or in their space, it does make it kind of hard for them. But at the same time, they don't want you to be feeling like you're not taken care of or feel like you have to put yourself in a compromising position just to accommodate his feelings. So, does he outright want you to move out? No. Objectively, he would like, you know, his space, but I'm not picking up that he wants you to leave before you're ready. You're welcome. You're welcome, Shelly. All right, we are closed for the free list. However, if you have not been here before, you're brand new to me today, make sure that you let me know that so you can claim your free reading. Sania Cowan, or no, maybe it's Chuan. Sania Chuan, maybe. Thank you for the sub. All right, so it looks like we got some donations that have come through. The first one is for James. James is getting a 6-card spread as well as a mini question. So, James, we'll go ahead and get started with your 6 card. And then whenever you're ready, let me know about your mini question. You can post that honestly at any time, but we'll shuffle for your 6 card now. After James, we have Rising Storm. Rising, thank you for the donation. Thank you, Rising. All right, so James, I have your mini question. We'll start with the 6 card as usual. If you ever want to change in that, James, just let me know. If you ever want to do the mini first and stuff like that, just tell me. James Rising. That's funny. Of the order of the list, I like doing love first. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I feel like sometimes you guys are like, my patrons and like you're coming in for a drink and y'all are like the regular. The regular. I'll have my usual. So I kind of just know sometimes what y'all are doing. But if I ever get ahead of myself and you wanted something different, like just be sure to let me know. Mitchell, welcome back. I wanted to give you the heads up that about 4 minutes ago, our free list closed out, but you are more than welcome to ask that question. A yes or no is only $3 donation. So if you would like that question answered, you can send that over. My link tree is in the pinned comment. And when you click that link, you'll see an option for Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. All right, Patty and James, please. Patty and James, please. SB, thank you. You'll be after Rising, okay? I just posted the donation list a second ago. Mm. Okay, James, this looks really good. Like, if you guys are gonna hang out today, I feel like this is a good energy to be in. Like for real. We have the Seven of Cups, the Two of Cups, Queen of Wands, Six of Cups, Five of Wands, and Four of Pentacles. So, in the position for what is she showing you? Like, what impression is she giving off and giving the connection? We have the Seven of Cups, but I feel like that's contradictory to what she's actually thinking deep down, and I'll further explain that. But I feel like on the outside, she's thinking of the different options that's available to her as far as like where this connection could go, what else she has to do in her life to stay on top of. She's basically very scattered and discombobulated, like in her brain. She almost has like ADD or something where she's got too many things going on in her mind at one time. But it is contradictory to what she's actually feeling deep down. So, from the outside, James, things could feel very scattered to you from her perspective. Like what she's telling you, the energy she's giving off and giving to you may feel not very grounded. It may feel like it's just all over the place, unpredictable. You're not really sure what to expect or what to think, because that's kind of like the vibe that she's giving you. However, what she's really thinking about you deep down is the Two of Cups, which signifies partnership, unity, and love, compatibility, being happy together, potential soulmates, things of that nature. So she's not really showing you or displaying to you a very grounded, like, eh, uh energy, I guess, as much as what she's thinking deep down and what she's feeling. So a lot of times we talk about our actions and our feelings not aligning or not matching, and that's kind of what it is that her feelings are not being displayed as the way that she is acting towards you. So you may feel like you can't really pin her down. You may feel like you're not really sure like what she's thinking, but overall, as far as like her what she's thinking about you and like her feelings and stuff, it feels really good, especially for the Two of Cups. It signifies like deep feelings and like maybe the potential for love and things like that. How she feels about you deep down, we have the Queen of Wands. So there is a level of attraction that does need to be acknowledged here, which I don't know if we really talk too much about that. I don't know if I really get that at all, but today I'm feeling like her attraction towards you, her she kind of feels like confident like when she thinks you're attracted to her. um let's see, she there's like a magnetic air around the coupling you and her right now at this time. I feel like she's viewing you as loyal and kind and generous as well, someone who's willing to fight to be with her, someone who's not who's like who has like perseverance, right? But, like persistence, but not adding pressure to her, just letting her know, hey, I'm still here, I'm still around, I'm still interested. And this multiple exposure of feeling wanted by you is helping kind of move things along. We also have for her true intentions the Six of Cups. So remember when I said I want to explain this further, the Seven of Cups may not seem great as far as what she's the impression she's giving off, but there's a lot going on underneath that's showing a lot of good things. So Six of Cups being one of them. As far as her true intentions, she wants to reunite with you. She wants to hang out with you. She wants to spend time with you. She wants to be in your company. And that brings her an excitement and a feeling of comfort and familiarity. The outside influences and blocks, we do have the Five of Wands. So I am getting that right now. There could be some influences or blocks. Maybe she's struggling, personally, unrelated to you. Maybe for example, you ask her out tonight and she's like, oh, that sounds amazing because I've had such a horrible day. Like I've had such a bad day. I would love to do something that takes my mind off of it. So I feel like there are some other things that she's got going on right now that's either um, demanding her time and attention, or it could also be just like just general conflict. As far as her energy towards you, we have the Four of Pentacles. So she's wanting to keep you around. She's wanting to hold on to you. She's wanting to keep that option open, keep that door open. shuffling now for how will it go the next time you get together. James, I'm shuffling for you right now. How will it go the next time Patty and James get together? How will it go? How will it go? I think it's going to go well, James. I have the Two of Swords here. So I don't know if I'm like picking up on like other people being around. Like when you guys hang out, is it, normally just the two of you? Do you normally have like other people around, or is it like a group thing? I'm not really sure, but something here is showing me that her attention is on you, but it's divided, that her attention is also on something else that's going on. So the Two of Swords could mean that maybe if it's you and her and a friend, maybe she feels like her attention is divided between you and the friend, or whatever is going on outside of you guys, the two of you. If it's just the two of you, it could indicate that she's very distracted and still feels like she's got other stuff going on right now. But essentially, I'm kind of getting, it's like it's good, it's peaceful, it's nice, but she does feel like she can't put her full focus on you for whatever reason. But there is good communication. I feel like things flow really well. Nine of Pentacles would indicate that you feel like your hard work is paying off. So maybe you see some forward movement or progress as well. Another indication of distraction or divided um, attention, we have the Two of Pentacles. This is showing that she feels like she's kind of juggling two things at one time. We do have the Two of Cups coming through again. So this is definitely enjoying one another's company for sure. So maybe feeling that kind of chemistry that you guys have together. Here's the remote, baby. Do you want to spin around? I'll throw it to you. Sorry. All right. So let's see. I think there's a little bit more clarity actually, James, this evening. I think, or I keep saying this evening because I keep thinking you guys are hanging out today. I don't know for sure, but whenever you guys hang out again, I feel like there's a little more clarity. I think you'll gain a little bit better understanding as to what she's going through and maybe a better understanding of like where you stand in the connection. James, if you have any questions about that, let me know. All right, so next up we have Rising Storm. And then after that we have SB. After Rising's reading, I'm gonna run and take a quick bathroom break. But then I'll be right back to get back into it, and we'll kick that little break off with SB's reading. Really quickly, just so everyone knows that are just now joining us, our donations are open. If you have not been here before and you have not had the chance to claim your free reading, let me know. New subs to me today will get a free reading. Rising Storm, if you're still in here, if you can please check in with me. I just want to make sure that I don't need to timestamp your reading. Which I need this fizz to like kick in, and I haven't had a lot of it, I will be honest, but usually I'm really sensitive to caffeine and I'm not feeling it at all. Mm-hmm. You sound so tired, babe. You gonna take another nap after work? See how you're feeling?
Yeah.
Would you consider it?
Yeah.
Well, we've got nothing to do tonight besides the dogs. And hey, Rising, thanks for checking in with me. I'm shuffling for you right now. Dogs, and I'm gonna run to the store tonight probably and just grab something quick, like a bite to eat for tonight and maybe tomorrow. First question. Ooh, interesting. All right, let's see. It's funny because whenever we do these readings, Rising, and you're asking me about this particular person, the Queen of Pentacles always comes out, right? And I know that you know that. This usually talks about like the other woman or the main woman, that kind of thing. Um, and it is a yes card, coincidentally. So right next to that card, we have the Three of Wands, which indicates looking to the future for something different. Those two cards coming out and both being yes cards, plus the Queen of Pentacles acknowledging the person that we're asking about, is making me feel like this is all around a yes. You know, I guess anything can happen, but I feel pretty good that like there won't be any staying the nights and things like that. Now, is she still going to come around and whatnot? It's possible, you know, considering their dynamic, it's kind of like unavoidable for them to be in each other's presence. However, the whole like staying over and things like that is, it's very possible that that will not continue. Let's see. So there is a card here that says, I am my own authority. I have the will and the power to create my life's structure. So I think boundaries were actually set in a more verbal, external kind of way, like extroverted type of way, more expressive, meaning like this is my boundary. I can make my own decisions. I can do what's best for me. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, which indicates turning over a new leaf or starting a new beginning in your physical world. I feel like with the Emperor here, this is not only just asserting boundaries and drawing the line, but this also is someone being, what's the word? Being confident in their decision. They're not second guessing, things like that. So that's actually really interesting. Let's see if there's any other information that comes out for us here. We also have the Three of Swords as well as the Seven of Cups. So there is a big release here, letting go and seeing what other options are available. So we do have the Seven of Pentacles here, and a lot of times this talks about needing to have the patience to see things pay off. So this feels very fresh, whatever it is that happened. Feels like very new. Likely we'll still have like little ripple effects that continue, like residual stuff. But overall, I feel like this is, we're planting new seeds. We're trying to get new harvest, you know what I mean? We're trying to get new things to come out. And as they say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So I feel like he's ready to do something different for a different outcome. Did you have any questions about that, Rising? Okay, we're going to shuffle for the second question. Okay, so just to clarify, Rising, you want to know about what happened after she left? Is that right? Or because I want to make sure that's something you want to know what happened after she left, not before. Oh, before. Okay. Yeah, because it says after, so I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. I got it. You want to know what happened before she left. Okay. Got it. Got it. All right. What happened before she left? So here's what happened before she left. What happened before she left? What happened before she left? What happened before she left? Okay, so the message that's coming in, Rising, is that there may have been a disagreement where they're not seeing eye to eye. I don't know if it quite escalated to a fight. I'll keep pulling cards to see if anything like that comes through. But I think what's happening is that they have made an agreement on how they're going to co-parent, how they're going to handle things. Basically, like she's supposed to come at this time, he's supposed to have, their child on this day and this day, and they're struggling because it's like I think that she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. She's showing up early, she's not respecting what he has implemented, like the schedule that they have both agreed upon. She's still looking at that as like flexibility. I feel like there's disagreements on her ability to be respectful of his time. I think that I feel like she's saying she's doing the best that she can, but I think that he's getting frustrated because they like agreed on something and now she's not following that. She's still doing whatever she wants to do, and he feels like his feelings are being disregarded and she's not respecting what it is that he's saying. And then there's a message here about how like they're also not seeing eye to eye on outside of like the schedule, right? Outside of the routine, like the structure that they have implemented. There are some things they don't agree about when it comes to parenting as well. I feel like she wants almost like their child to be parented a certain way. She has certain expectations as well, and he will just do it a little bit differently than she does it, and that really bothers her. She has a problem with control. She wants people to respect what she says and what she wants, but then when it comes to someone setting a boundary with her, she likes to cross it, she likes to test it. So they're kind of having some issues there. Like I said, I haven't picked up on an actual fight or anything, so we'll see what else comes through, but it's definitely like they're not seeing eye to eye right now. The sun is in reverse, which means that um things are not positive right now. Things are kind of like more dark, unrealistic. They could have certain expectations for each other that they're not living up to, is kind of what I was picking up on. Let's see. Um, I think he's trying to assert his independence. I think he's really starting to put his foot down with certain things. And, I'm not saying he's a saint either. I don't feel like he does everything 100% perfect and right. I'm sure he does some things that bother her as well. But I think that the difference is that he is asking for respect as a co-parent, and even if he parents differently to his child, it's not direct disrespect to her, although she is directly disrespecting him when she steps over the boundaries of the schedule or doesn't have any respect for his time. Things like that. He's allowed to parent his child however he wants to, just like she is. It's not direct disrespect to one another, but when it comes to respecting his time or respecting his the thing that they've agreed upon, and she just like thinks, oh no, it's fine, like I can show up early, I can drop the kid off late, I can stay over, or I can do this or whatever. I think that he's like, no, you're just not respecting what it is I have to say. So like there's kind of like an issue there where they feel like the effort is not it's not respected. There's, I don't know, the respect, it just keeps coming through as the word respect. He feels like she's not acknowledging what he has to say, that she's not respecting his authority as a father figure. So anyways, a lot of times they'll have disagreements or fights about their relationship, but this has a lot to do with like the other aspects of things. That doesn't relate to the two of them together. I feel like there could also be like a touch of a message here regarding finances and what they expect from him, and vice versa. There could be some disagreements about the contributions that they each do for the child. So yeah, but I didn't get any fighting. I didn't get a fight. Did you have any questions about that? You're welcome, Rising. All right, next up we have SB. As soon as we're back from the break, we'll get started on that. SB, if you're here, feel free to post your questions. Also, donations are open. Lastly, if you're new to me today, make sure you let me know that you're a new sub so you can claim your free reading.
Welcome to my channel. My name is Luna Affinity and I'm an energy reader and channeler. Sit back, get cozy, and get ready for some readings.
I am back. Thank you guys for your patience. Let's go ahead and shuffle for SB. Thank you for checking in. How did the interviewer for Palmier Health feel about me during the interview Friday? How did the interview for Palmier Health feel about SB during the interview, please? Okay, so they felt like you were someone who was decisive, in charge. They felt like you had quick answers for the questions. They felt like you gave a lot of confidence. One thing that rings true for them, I'm not sure if it's your work history that would give them the impression of this, or maybe something that you said, but they do feel like you're a loyal and dedicated person for interviews, because they have the King of Wands. King of Wands is like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Fiery energies are usually very dedicated and loyal to people that they feel they like are close to, or in a sense feel obligated to. They have this deep running through their veins type of loyalty. Let's see. I feel like they felt like you stood out quite a bit. That you have some impressive achievements on your resume, maybe. Nice. Yes, my resume is super diverse because I felt nervous inside. Aw, you weren't giving that off. I find a lot of times, because here's the thing, people don't realize this. People can read, even if they don't know for sure. They can't like put their finger on it. They can read subtle energy changes, and something may convey as like off-putting if someone is acting a certain way, but it's not the truth. However, the other thing that we have to keep in mind when we're giving an interview is they can't read our thoughts. They can't hear what's going on inside of our head. They don't feel what it's like being physically in our body. And so the only thing that you can give off that would even show that you're nervous whatsoever is the way you present yourself. And a lot of times we think to ourselves, oh, we might have bombed that, or oh, we didn't do a good job, because how could we? Because all these critiques going on inside of our own head of, oh, I should have said this, or ooh, I stuttered, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But it's like, you are getting all of it. You're getting your thoughts, you're getting your physical feeling, you're getting what you're saying, but the only thing they're getting is what you're saying. And so I don't think that a lot of the times when we feel nervous, we're really showing that we're nervous, because what we're presenting to other people is not what we're thinking and feeling and physically feeling, which actually makes a lot of sense if you compare that to like a rising sun and moon sign. Is your moon is what you're feeling deep down, your sun is how you identify, and your rising is what you're showing to the world. So you encompass all three, but what they see from the outside is just 1/3 of that perspective. So just keep that in mind, that they weren't necessarily sensing nervousness. They were sensing confidence, because the way that you were presenting to them wasn't showing a lot of nerves. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, there were some impressive achievements that they felt like you had. You stood out to them, and I did get that before I pulled the Six of Wands, but it's coming through even more. Okay, so Cappy Rising is probably the perfect energy for interviews, trying to give off this impression that you have a really good work ethic. Capricorn risings are very motivated individuals. And so I definitely feel like that worked to your benefit here. You were a clear thinker. You articulated yourself well. They felt like even just down to your dialect and your inflection and the way that you spoke was very clear and crisp. I'm not sure if they asked you any questions about kind of like a prompt. Like instead of asking you a question of name a time where da 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 happened at your current job, whatever. I'm trying to understand, instead of questions, they gave you like prompts, like in this situation, what would you do? Versus like relating back to what you've already experienced, more so like in this situation, if you worked here, what would you do? But they felt like you had a lot of like new creative like spins on things, ways to like essentially the way you answered your questions did stand out. They were not the same things that they've heard time and time and time again. Hey Ray, oh my gosh, hi. SB, always feel good in interviews. That's good. That's good. But yeah, so they're holding on to your resume. I have the Four of Pentacles. They're keeping you in the running for sure. They also feel like you displayed this conviction that you have learned a lot from your previous jobs, that you have taken the time to analyze what was working for you and why you did or didn't like any particular job. You took that into your next thing, and then your next job, you took that into your next job, and essentially you started building up this repertoire, where you've really taken the time to analyze what works for you, what doesn't, what it is you're looking for, and what it is you don't want in a place that you will be working at or a position that you will be working for. So they feel like with the Eight of Cups here is that if you did move on from a job, it's because it was more like a lesson rather than like saying, oh, I gave up, or oh, I quit, or something like that. It was more like, well, now I know. Now I know that's not what I want, or now I know what I'm looking for. And you essentially take that and kind of just like progress into something bigger or something better. So yeah, there's something that you gave off that kind of felt that way. What is your second question, SB? While SB is typing up her next question, I'm going to go ahead and run a quick ad.
I am so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all.
Will I enjoy working for the company? Let's see. Yeah, she offered me a salary and I accepted it. Ooh, I'm just waiting for the offer letter, and she told me to look out for it, so I'm guessing it's a yes. We're waiting for the email. Yay. Okay, that makes me happy. Well, congratulations. Hopefully that's not a premature congratulations, but I'm sure it's all going to work out just fine for you. Well, I enjoy working for the company overall. Please show me a yes or a no for SB. Liz, thank you for the donation. Yes, I got it. 2 minis, it looks like. Ray, I also got your donation. I am getting a yes, SB. We have the Knight of Wands. This is something that you're very passionate about. That will bring upon more passion, creativity, inspiration, and potential. This also indicates the start of a new journey for you. So this makes me feel like this is kind of just the starting point of a long term working in this industry, and maybe even the starting point of long term working for this company in particular. It is a challenge, but it's one that you're excited about. It's one that you're excited to learn more about, to be a part of. I have the Two of Cups. This talks about partnerships, proposals, offers, things like that. That's mutually beneficial. So this is a yes as far as will you enjoy working there? Yes, and they'll enjoy having you. We also have the Five of Wands in reverse, which is good to see because the Five of Wands upright does indicate conflict or struggle, and it in reverse indicates the end of a conflict or struggle. Also, reaching agreements to where both sides are happy, compromise, things like that. Let's see, what else do we have? What other information? So we have the Page of Wands, which is good news. This also is the root chakra, so it's showing some feeling of stability here. A lot of energetic, enthusiastic types of cards. So that makes me feel like this is an exciting time for you. We also have the Queen of Swords. So this indicates, yes, with the Two of Cups, that you're going to really like working there. But I also feel like Queen of Swords, it really works for you to work here. It's giving you what it is that you need on a very practical level. You'll be using your perceptiveness, your keen insight, your discernment to make decisions and just basically follow your intuition on what needs to be done. And as long as you do that, you'll be fine. You might have to think on your feet. You might have some pressure on you sometimes with things that need to be done, but I think that you'll be all right. What is your third question? After SB, we have Liz, and after Liz, we have Ray. I saw your comment. Nice. Trying to research neighborhoods with great schools. Will not an elementary be a good school for my kid? It had great scores and more diverse. Okay. elementary be a great fit for SB's kid? Liz, you can go ahead and post your question. If you know what they both are, you can post them now. Will not an elementary be a great fit for SB's kid? There are pros and cons with this school, SB. I think overall you feel good. So for example, if your child has like a learning disability or they need extra attention or care, this may not be the best collaborative place. This is again just an example, but I have the Tower and Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles talks about apprenticeship, learning, studying, growing, hard work, so on and so forth. And the Tower is paired with it. So I'm trying to understand why the Tower would be paired with Three of Pentacles in this situation. And it is showing kind of like there could be maybe a like not a level of understanding, right, when it comes to this. Okay, ADHD. So yeah, so if he has ADHD, they might struggle with giving him that one-on-one care. They might struggle with not having the versatility needed to help him to understand. Essentially, like they're not going to curate the curriculum to each individual student, essentially, due to their individual needs. They might be highly accredited. They might have a great rating and they might be very diverse, like you said, and it's got great scores and all of that stuff. But it doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to cater specifically to curate a curriculum for your child's individual needs. So that's something to keep in mind. It doesn't mean he can't do well here. It doesn't mean he can't flourish here. It just means that essentially whatever it is that they're doing, they can do their best. But I don't think that they're going to take that individual time to really help, if that makes sense. I want a harmonious environment for him, so it's important to me. So with that being said, you'll be happy to know the very first card out is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups talks about happiness, feeling like this is a good, like he might feel at home at this school, and maybe his comfort, his everyday comfort and enjoyment will be more important to you than if he struggles. Maybe to you, it's more important for him that he fits in, that he has friends, that he gets along well, that the teachers care for him, because I do have like great authority, like really good, stable authority figures that will be looking out for him. And the Ten of Cups here talks about like long-term relationships and stability, security, being in alignment. So maybe to you, it's more important that he has friends, that he has teachers that care about him, because that's kind of what I'm seeing here. But the reason you send your kid to a school is so that they can learn and do what they need to do to achieve the next level of their curriculum. So what it might require for you is like extra tutoring or extra time where you spend one-on-one with him on homework or something like that, because maybe he doesn't feel like he fully grasped it in school. So you kind of have to see like what is important to you, what means more to me, a place where they're going to give him individual care for his specific needs so that way he learns and he processes it. Or do you want him to feel more at home? You want him to have friends, you want him to have like authority figures that care about him in his best interest? Because I do see that here. I just feel like learning could still be a challenge for him, but it doesn't mean that it's impossible. So overall, very good cards overall. Even the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles are here. So the masculine teachers, the feminine teachers, and everyone in between are really great, very nurturing people. The Excedrin? The only Excedrin that I must have put it on the dresser for you. That's what I must have done. Because I was gonna say I only remember touching the Excedrin when I was giving it to you at dinner last night. I'm also trying to figure out that if it's what he has or different medical. Oh, interesting. Okay. True, yeah. Yes, I want him to love school. I don't need it for one more. FYI, I want to check on another school. SB, that sounds great. Since we already did 3 in a row for you, I hope it's okay, but I am going to push you back into the rotation. So just hang around. Feel free to check back in about 15 minutes and see where we're at. Enchantress B, hello, I'm doing well. Thank you for subscribing. Do you have a question for me that I can answer for you for free as a thank you for subscribing to my channel? I'm like really worried about Biscuit, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I never see him, but I'm almost like, are you sure? Are you sure that he's like still around? What the heck? Yes, people who care about him. All right, SB, so I've got you back into the rotation at the end there. So maybe check back in about 10 or 15 and see where we're at that point. Let's take a look here. Enchantress. I am getting a yes. I have the 8 of Wands in reverse. So this indicates that this is losing momentum. This person's feelings for you or their desire to be in a connection is losing momentum. Essentially what that means is it's not working in your favor. So if you're wanting this person to get back together with you or still have feelings for you or like not be able to let you go, I'm not seeing that. I do feel like they're getting over or they are over you. I am getting a yes on that one. All right, so Liz. You're welcome, Enchantress. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure to remain subscribed so that you can come back in for more free readings. I do free readings for new and returning viewers at the beginning of every live stream, the first 15 minutes of each live stream that I do. We are shuffling for Liz now. Also, guys, I wanted to inform you, and I'm just going to randomly be talking about this probably for the next couple of weeks, that I have started a scheduling app called Calendly, and essentially you're able to schedule a private reading with me on your own. You can access my calendar and my availability through my link tree. It's the very first link on that link tree. So basically where you go to donate, when you send me Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, you can check that out. And at the very top, you'll see book a reading with me. It's essentially just a open schedule that you can choose whatever times you'd like. Schedule an appointment with me for whatever time works for you. And then once you do that, you send me your money in advance and I send you a link for the link that you'll join whenever you get the reading with me. So it's pretty cool. It saves us both a step of you having to reach out to me and email me to ask me when I'm available. You basically just schedule yourself. I get the email that you scheduled yourself, and as soon as I receive payment for it, then you'll receive a link from me that you'll log into, kind of like on YouTube, like this, but unlisted. So it's a private link. Whatever time your reading is, you just log in, and it's super, super easy. So if you guys have any questions about that, let me know. But that's something that I will probably be doing from now on for private readings. All right, so Liz, as far as a yes or no, I am getting a yes that this has run its course. I have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands. Those are both yes cards, but nines signify that an ending is near. So essentially, when I see the 1 and then I see the 9 next to it, it makes me feel like you guys have run its course. Like you guys started from the beginning, now you're here, and that we're about to have an end here within this connection. Let's see. Queen of Swords indicates that you kind of gone a little bit cold to the connection. The Six of Cups is that you gave it a chance. That maybe, I'm not sure, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but maybe you're feeling like a little nostalgic for the connection. Maybe there's certain elements to it that you really liked and hoped that it would become something more. But the Three of Swords does indicate that the time has come to an end for us to put this behind us. Liz, let me know if you have any questions about that. He's a really good friend, but I'm coming to a point in my life where I don't want to just give anyone my energy. Yeah, and you have to too like discern for yourself what's best as well. You have to like put things into perspective for yourself and decide like what type of person is this in my life? What are they adding to my day-to-day? Are they adding value? You know, you can cherish a friendship, but also know that things have already run its course, that it's kind of time to put it behind you. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to ever look back at that person and kind of like miss what you had. But at the same time, if you're even considering, it's kind of like a relationship, you're considering an end to the relationship, that's already the demise of that relationship. If you're already thinking about what it would be like to not be with them anymore, you're already getting to the end. That doesn't mean that you guys can't come back from it, but you have to consider like, are they draining me of my energy? Are they putting less effort in than I am? Are they adding value to my life? What is it that they're doing for me versus what I'm doing for them? Is that equal? So again, you have to use your own discernment as well. So it seems like even if he's a good friend, like let's just say you have a crush on him or you have feelings or whatever, is this going to go anywhere? Are you going to be able to do anything with these feelings? Would your feelings be better served putting them into someone else who is able to reciprocate? Yeah. All right, so we are going to shuffle for your second question to see what other details we can get out. How will he feel if I completely walk away? Next up after Liz, we have Ray. Ray, if you're in here, feel free to post your question. I'm ready for you. How will he feel if Liz completely walks away? How will he feel if Liz completely walks away? Yeah, I completely agree with that sentiment, Liz. That's the thing is it's like when it's a crush, it's no big deal, right? You're not invested. But when it extends further than that, that's when things can really start to affect you deeply. And I think that you're onto something there as far as like walking away before you really invest yourself. Um So one thing that I'm getting with the Justice and the Five of Cups is that if you were to completely be open and honest with him, like let's just say, I mean, I don't know, you could have already told him that you have a crush, I'm not sure, but let's just say devil's advocate, let's for the sake of the conversation that you haven't told him yet, I am getting that he's not able to reciprocate those feelings, that you would walk away feeling disappointed because you would have told your truth, but Five of Cups, sadness, walking away, and maybe a little bit of regret, disappointment, heartbreak kind of thing. Like maybe I shouldn't have said anything. I don't feel like this person is in a position right now to give back to you what it is that you would like from them. And I do think that he's a lot more perceptive than he's giving on. He will probably play dumb with you, but I feel like he does know already that you have feelings, or that you have a crush, or however is best to describe what you're feeling towards this person. I think that he knows about it. I do. I think that he has a very, if he doesn't know for certain, I think that he has a very good like impression or indication that you have feelings or that you have a crush on him. And the thing is that he's not doing anything with that. As far as like if you completely walk away, I honestly think, um I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I have the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords, which makes me feel like he's just not going to do anything at all. He's going to kind of hold back. He's going to just accept it for what it is. I mean, he could reach out to you and be like, "Hey, like if you don't make it, if you don't make like a clean break for it and be very direct with him and like completely walk away, if like you don't give him an explanation, he might like reach out to you and be like, "Hey, what's up? Like how have you been? Whatever." And then like if you don't respond, like let's just say you completely ghost him and you're just like, "It's I'm done. I don't want to deal with this anymore." Like you don't tell him why. I think he might reach out a time or two, but he'll eventually take the hint. I don't think he's going to sit here and try to fight for you or fight to have you in, you know, his corner. Like the thing that people also have to realize is that like men will fight for what they want. I think that men can be nervous too. I think it's definitely something that happens. I think, but generally speaking, a person who's invested in you and interested in you is not going to want to lose you. They're going to fight for it. And I'm not seeing him fight for it. I see him putting his sword down, keeping his feeling close to himself, close to his chest, not really letting you in. And he's just not ready to fight right now. He wants to rest. He wants to relax. He wants to hang out, you know. So, yeah, I feel like he's in this mindset here of like take it or leave it. And honestly, that's not fair to you. That's not what you deserve, especially if you guys are friends. But that's kind of how I feel. I don't feel like he's necessarily going to try or fight or anything like that, or beg you to stay, to hang around. Next up, we have Ray. Ray, if you're here, if you can please post your question. After Ray, we have SB. You're welcome, Liz. Thanks for the donation. Shuffling for you now, Ray. Is the Virgo going to communicate with me? Please show me a yes or no for Ray. Okay, so Ray, I am getting a yes, but it is unstable from him. It doesn't feel very reliable or dependable, predictable. I don't know what word I'm looking for, but essentially you are going to hear from this person again, but you can, just as quickly as you hear from them, you can expect for them to disappear. This is someone who is very in and out energy. What I mean by that is, for example, we have the Queen of Wands, good. Five of Cups, bad. Knight of Pentacles, good. Ten of Wands, bad. Ace of Wands, good. Six of Swords, bad. And these all came out in pairs like this. So essentially, it's just like things happen that are good that you want to happen, and then suddenly you can't rely on it. Suddenly you feel like they go missing. You know, I feel like they're going to be this in and out energy as long as you allow it to happen. So yes, are you going to hear from them again? Yes. Are they going to communicate with you? Yes. However, I feel like you will be left disappointed sometimes. And I also see with the 10 of Wands, this is going to require a lot of work and patience over a long period of time. The Emperor is here. Ray, yes, you can send more money. The Emperor is here, which indicates to me that he is who he is and he doesn't intend to change. And then we also have the Ace of Wands indicating like maybe some lust for you or some desire for you, but he does also decide to walk away, or he moves on from that probably just as quickly as he comes in. What would you like me to do for you next, Ray? I just saw the donation come through. All right, let's see why he's going to contact again. We'll pull 6 cards for you. Ray, I'm shuffling for you right now. Why is he going to contact Ray again? 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 So there's a couple things, Ray. He's gonna come back into communication with you very excited, very high on life. This is giving like a manic episode where he feels excited to share things with you. He feels excited to talk to you again. He might want to tell you what's new in his life. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. It's going to indicate wanting to come in with news, like new information that he's excited about, like a new job or a new school or new money that he's come into. I don't know. These are just examples, but essentially he's learned something new. He's excited about it. He wants someone to share that information with. I feel like he's happy, he's positive, and he's essentially wanting to communicate with you to share this new information that has come in or that he wants to discuss. I think honestly, he could come in too with all these big grand ideas about, you know, what you guys could be, what you guys could do together. I feel like he's going to be in a place of like empty promises though. That's the thing, is that he's very excited when he comes back into communication with you, but because his emotions are unstable, or his life is even, that you can't really rely on all of these big plans that he has in mind. You can go along for the ride, surely, but I don't know if it's something that you'd want to put yourself through. He's coming in quick, he's coming in fast. We have the Knight of Swords talking about big changes, and Eight of Wands, we talking about news, and Eight of Wands or Eight of Pentacles, we're talking about new things that are happening for him that he's excited about. And all of the underlying energy here is just fast, fast, fast. Like things that are coming in quick, things that are happening quickly. And I don't feel like it's a very reliable place. We also have the Fool here. So this indicates like new beginnings, essentially just a lot of newness for him. So bottom line, Ray, I feel like he wants to communicate with you because he's excited, because he has something fun to tell you, or something that he's proud of, or some information that he's just received that he loved to share with you, and he's coming in feeling positive, feeling enthusiastic, feeling excited. But as we all know, with like manic episodes, it's not something we can rely on to last. And so he might feel really good at one point, and that's the point that he reaches out to you, and then he realizes like a week later he's retreating back to his old ways. And that's why we talk about the instability here in the connection. Did you have any questions about that? Hey, Anai and Nahi Martinez, welcome in. We're not doing free readings right now. That list closed over an hour ago. You're more than welcome to donate $3 for a yes or no question to be answered if you'd like to do that. Luna, that Six of Swords, delays, setbacks reading for last week was on point. Oh my God, all caps. Everything was going wrong. No. I was late to everything, losing stuff, plans changing. Holy fuck. That kind of felt like our Friday night. Oh my God. Damn. Well, hopefully the worst is over. But Emily, thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that confirmation that I was on point. And also, I never meant to speak any negativity into your life, but I guess better to be prepared, right? All right, Ray. I hope that I answered your question sufficiently. I was so annoyed, but yes, I'm good now. Thank God. Martinez, did you want Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal? Sorry, I'm delayed. Okay, got it. He did tell me he was trying to get into IT before he stopped talking. Ooh, so maybe it's something to do with that possibly? Emily, oh my God, no, it was funny to think those chaotic weeks. Yes, I feel you, girl. I feel you. So let me share a little bit about mine. We have been in our house for a year and a half, but we haven't really had a need to complete the renovation in our bathroom, in our bedroom, because our bedroom has its own ensuite bathroom. And we essentially have just been sharing one of the bathrooms. We decided first to make sure that the hall bathroom was done, because that's the bathroom that everybody would be accessing when they come over to visit. Martinez, I'm putting the Cash App in the chat right now. And because we did so many home improvements in the very beginning of us moving in, we kind of got like to this point where we just got tired of doing home improvements. We didn't feel like finishing certain projects. And unfortunately, our bathroom got neglected in the process. Brendan and I also shared one bathroom for 4 years. So using one bathroom in our house was never an issue. So essentially, we just lived, like, we treated that bathroom in our bedroom like a half bath, right? So essentially, no shower. But we had guests coming in this weekend. So we decided it's probably for the best that we have both showers up and running. And we patched holes, we painted, we finished like this flooring. There was trim around the toilet that needed to be taken care of. Just essentially just get it back up to speed. We had to reinstall the towel rack that fell down. Really scrub the shower, the tub, get a new liner, get a new shower curtain, the works, right? Basically just get this bathroom up to working order. Well, we did, and it was amazing. It was perfect, but that relief was short-lived. We spent probably 4.5, 5 hours doing this stuff, and it looked beautiful. It's so cozy in there now. But unfortunately, we did not realize that either the cartridge is broken, or maybe like the shower faucet handle thing is broken. SB, if you're in here, we're waiting on you, girl. So essentially, after all of that work, we found out that we can only have scalding hot water in the shower or ice cold water. The part of the dial, the part of the handle that reaches where warm water would be, it shuts off. So we think it's because the hard water has backed up and we hadn't used that shower. Maybe the cartridge is already broken, something along those lines. But essentially, that's what we ran into. So that's what I meant by Emily feeling like I have a similar energy to what you were going through and everything just going wrong. Because now, if we want to shower in there, we have to teeter back and forth between scalding hot and ice cold water. Our guests are gone now, so we'll go back to using the shower that we originally were using. But now we're in the process of having to figure out how to fix the shower. And so it wasn't all for naught, but it certainly has been a hiccup that's very frustrating. But yeah, that kind of sounds like our thing. And then um yesterday, Brennan's like, he was playing volleyball in the sand. We have like a beach lake thing in our neighborhood, and he was playing volleyball and he sliced the whole skin off of his the bottom of his toes. Like now it's just raw exposed underlying tissue. Like literally, when I tell you, he's like literally, I think his feet were soft from the water, and he must have like sliced it on a shell or something like that, so his whole bottom chunk of his toe was hanging off yesterday. So that was kind of crazy. It's been nuts. It's been a crazy weekend, so I can definitely relate to that chaos, Emily, that you were experiencing, so don't feel alone. All right, so Martinez, I will add you to the list. Is yours under Jasmine? Is that right? Just want to make sure I have it correct. Oh, SB, congratulations. Congratulations on that. That's awesome. Is that the job that I thought you might end up taking? That's so awesome. That must be such a relief. When do you start? Awesome. Congratulations. Oh, that's so soon. All right, how will the other school, elementary school option be for SB's son? I could be a little biased, but I'm not crazy about this option. I like the other one better. I feel like the authority figures are more strict and less nurturing. Sorry about that. So I feel like they're more strict. The authority figures, teachers and staff are more strict versus nurturing. The first card out was the devil, so I'm not honestly not crazy about that. It almost makes me feel like he's gonna have a hard time. Right next to that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, which means he's gonna require a lot of independence in this school. Like no one's gonna really be looking out for him. It's him in it for himself. Now, that's not to say he's gonna have a horrible experience here, but it just doesn't seem as social and engaging and interactive as the other school is. And it feels like he's, gonna kind of have to be more independent. He might not make friends as easily. That's not to say he won't make friends, but I'm just saying it doesn't seem as like welcoming as the other school. It seems more strict and more cold, more very much about the school curriculum and learning and things. He might also feel rushed as well. Like he might feel rushed throughout his day. Like he might not enjoy it as much. He might feel like he's rushing through lessons, that he's not grasping it as easily as he would in the other school. There's this element here with the Eight of Wands of like speed and movement and hastiness and rushing, and so not that he's gonna be like switching classes or anything and that he feels like he doesn't have enough time, but I feel almost like he feels like he won't have enough recess. He feels like they're going to be rushing through lessons more quickly. Maybe other students are getting stuff done faster than he is, and he's going to start comparing himself to other people. Like there's just this element of feeling like the school's going too fast for him, and I don't think it's necessarily the best place. We do have the death card as well, which indicates there's a lot of changes here at the end of the reading. Eight of Wands, death, a lot of changes, a lot of like ways in which it might be hard for him to keep up, or he might lose focus easily, things of that nature. Is it a horrible school? No, I'm not getting like a horrible school, but I'm getting that maybe specifically for your son's individual care, it might not be the best for him, best environment for him. It might be really good for a student who does well with independent studies, grasps things very quickly, very easily, is like a perfectionist kind of student, follows all the rules, you know what I mean? Very much like obedience, like not like sheep mentality, but essentially sheep mentality. Like you're obedient, you do what you're told, you know, he's not going to have a way to express himself that's natural and true to him in this school, in this environment. It's not going to be as acceptable versus like the other school. I was getting a lot more like rainbows and happiness and be yourself and supporting your individuality and things like that. Um, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. I also don't want you to completely like turn it down just because of the things that I'm saying. Definitely use your own discernment and judgment for what's best for your child, but you might already like just upon first impressions walking into each school, you might already start resonating with these readings and going, yeah, this one does seem a lot more welcoming than this one, or this one does seem a lot more educational geared versus the other one's more like social and interactive. It's hard with schools. You're not always going to get everything that you want, but you just have to choose the one that has the majority of what you're looking for. All right, so next up we have Jasmine, I believe it is. Jasmine sent a $3 donation for a yes no question. Martinez, your question that you sent in the chat. Oh, is Jason being for real? Okay. Let's see. SB, I hope that answered your question in full. Let me know if there's anything you need clarified. You're welcome. I'm sure SBL will see you before you start your new job. But, once you do, please give us an update maybe after a week or so and let us know how it's going. Donations are open. I am working on Miss Jasmine Martinez. We are working on a yes or no question. I'm probably going to do a last call here. And if anyone is in here would like to donate, I will honor that reading. but just know that the list is going to close soon, but I will be back later on tonight. And just a reminder that if anybody wants to schedule a private reading for me, all of that information is listed in the link tree. Just click the first link that says book a reading with me, and all the details, pricing, information, all that is there. And if you like what you hear and you want to move forward, you can schedule with me straight through that link. Is Jason being for real? Is Jason being for real? Is Jason being for real? Please show me a yes or a no for Miss Martinez. Is Jason being for real? So Miss Martinez, I am getting a it's like a maybe. So I got further clarification. I want to understand better why it's a maybe, why it's not an outright yes or an outright no. And what I'm getting is that Jason thinks he's being for real. And I think that's where this is being misled, is that he thinks he's being for real. He thinks he's being honest. He thinks he's telling it how he sees it, or if he's making a promise, for example, he thinks that that's what he wants. If he doesn't want to be with you anymore, he thinks that's what he wants. Jason believes what it is he's saying. Jason believes he is being for real. The issue is that Spirit doesn't know how to answer the question, because the thing is that Jason's finicky, he's fickle, or whatever the word is, he's indecisive. He doesn't always stick with what he says. And so this is subject to change. The devil is here, which indicates that he still has a lot of growing up to do, that he's not really in a place to offer stability or security. He has a lot of demons. He has distractions. He has, for example, things that stop him from being the best version of himself, like addiction, depression, codependency, or attachment issues. He may abuse substances, or he may have other issues that stop him from being the best version of himself, and he's still dealing with those things. So if you feel to yourself that he hasn't changed, but you want him to, or if he says he's changed, but you're not sure whether to believe him, you probably shouldn't, because he still has a lot of work to do. Let me know if that answers your question. Hopefully it does, but if you have any questions about that, let me know. We are working on our last call right now. We are going to wrap up this stream here momentarily if no one else makes a donation, but I will be back later tonight. Hey, Aubrey, welcome in. Thank you for the sub. Brittany's home. Yeah. I thought she was going to be home at like 1, but she said because there was a little traffic and they stopped to eat, that kind of set them back a little bit. Because 10, 11, 12, 1, they left at 9:30, so they should have been home at like 1:30. Yeah. She said we're about 5 minutes away. Had to stop at the pet store for cat food. Aubrey says, what should I do about my love life with Anthony and Brian? So the strength card here indicates you have to be strong, you have to be brave. The strength card says face your fears. You have to get very clear about what it is that you want and know that this is your choice. You can influence this however you want it to, however you want it to go. So you essentially, I mean, this sounds really bad, but like you have to make a pros and cons list, even if it's not physical pros and cons list. You have to make a pros and cons list in your own mind and decide who's being more receptive to me, who cares more for me, who has the best intentions, whatever these questions are. And then also you have to see and assess how you are feeling about the situation, who is worthy of your time, who deserves more of your energy, who do you want to give more of your energy to. And if you feel like, for example, if these are two people that you have romantic interest in, it's important to analyze what they're giving to you versus what you're getting back, what you're giving them versus what you're giving back. And not only that, but if like, let's just say, for example, you're in a relationship with was one of them. Okay, you're in a relationship with one of them, but you have a new interest or something like that. You're trying to decide whether to stay or go. You have to get to the root of the problem as to why your eye is even wandering onto someone new. What is the root of the problem here? Is this something that can change? Is this something that you've made yourself believe is going on but actually isn't happening? Or is it really happening and you have to decide, is this good enough for you, or do you need to move on to the next thing? If you are in a relationship, my advice is always to be, don't jump into something new right after, because you really need some time to yourself to process. Like you said, keep working on yourself. It's totally understandable for two people to grow apart. However, it's a lot that you kind of have to sit here and analyze. You have to sit here and take some inventory of yourself, how you got into this position, why you got into this position, what are your feelings for each person, and who is willing to give you something substantial. Because, for example, if you're in a relationship with Anthony, you guys have your problems, your eyes start wandering because you think that maybe there's something better out there. Then you start talking to Brian. For example, this is just an example, but Brian's in a relationship, or Brian can't give to you what you're looking for either, then why are you even going to give that as like a second look? You need to go back to the original person and see, what is the root of this issue and why am I feeling this way, and why do I feel the need to look at someone else or talk to someone else? What am I looking for? What am I lacking in my life? So essentially the main thing is that I'm getting here with the strength card is overcome your self-doubt, focus in on what you're doing here and why these are two options for you. Focus in on, number one, who's giving back to you what you're putting out. Because if only one person is giving to you and the other person isn't, why are we even thinking about that or considering that at all? But two, if they're both giving to you, like let's just say there's two people interested in you and you're dating and you're not sure which way to go, it's important that you self-assess what your feelings are. You know what I mean? What you have got going on and what you're thinking about each individual person, because it's just as important what they're doing and adding to your life as it is what you feel for each individual person as well. So that's what I've got. The strength card says strength begins with the choice to put myself first. Okay. The strength card also talks about having the courage and bravery, confidence to make a decision. As well as harnessing your instinctive desires, properly channeling these desires as well, making sure that we're not giving in to temptation. So Aubrey, that is what I've got for you, girl. Thank you so much for joining us and for the sub. I really appreciate it. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if anybody wants to help boost me up, that would be really, really awesome. Anyone can share my channel out. Would really appreciate that. I would love to hit, I don't know, 1,000 before the end of the month. That would be pretty cool. This is a new threshold that we have hit for the first time today, I think it is. So I'm really excited to see that. We're so close to, I think we're like 25 or something away from 1,000 subs. And honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and toot my own horn, but I deserve that shit, okay, y'all? I've been doing readings, free readings, all kinds of readings for like 3 years now. So I think it's only a matter of time we hit that 1,000. All right, guys, have a lovely rest of your night. Aubrey, you're very welcome. I will see you guys back here later on tonight, but if I don't see you individually, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Until next time, adios.
I am so excited to announce that you can now book a private reading with me all on your own. Just go to my calendar, see what dates and times I have available, send over your payment at Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and you will receive a confirmation email from me with your official appointment. Looking forward to doing readings for y'all.